Hello, my name's Marty Marr from Gresham Properties. Welcome to our spring report. Well, we always say there's a fair bit going on in real estate, and coming into spring, that's exactly what's happening. So for the context of this report, I just want to give you a helicopter view of what's happening. So if we think about the highs and lows of the market, we saw the highs of the market in terms of price being in COVID, and we look back in hindsight, we'll see the low of the market will probably be around the election time between the two interest rate cuts. So the most visible sign of the market sentiment is really around the auction clearance rates in Melbourne, and they've been at highs for quite a while. So again, give you context, they've been running in the mid 70% range, whereas 12 months ago, they were around 60% clearance rates. And we're talking good auction volumes, so 1,100 sales, and that's a very solid result for the Melbourne market. So over the last 12 months, we've seen a rise in Melbourne median house prices of about 1.5%. So not huge rises, but in the context of cost of living, etc., it's a solid performance. There is also a lack of supply of quality properties in Melbourne, and that's why the listing numbers are actually down historically. So the Melbourne market's actually made up of lots of different price points. So not all of them are active in a recovering market. So typically it's the lower end price points because there's just more people around with less money, if that makes sense, and it fills in from the bottom up. But confidence is contagious, so you'll see that starts to work its way up into the upper price points as the market becomes more active. Typically this improved sentiment in the metropolitan markets typically flows on to the coastal markets in spring, and that's exactly what we're seeing now, and it's mostly in the lower end. Our open numbers, so the numbers of people coming to our opens have absolutely tripled, but it is mostly in that lower end. So in terms of expected price rise, it's just too early to tell. There's a fair bit going on in the world, as there always is, but we do expect turnover to increase and certainly some increased activity in the upper end. This is as much as we can predict at this stage. It's certainly governed by economic forces generally, but we don't expect a COVID era type acceleration in prices. So we hope you found that Great Ocean report informative. We can be of any assistance in any real estate matter. Please feel free to reach out on the following numbers. We'd love to hear from you.